It's time for a celebration, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Panther Pound here at Maysville High School for the celebration of the 2024-2025 Maysville Panthers boys basketball team winning their first ever state championship. Will Ford on hand here. Aaron Sprague going to be leading this celebration here in a few minutes, and we will pass it over to him. But what a historic run it's been this last couple of years for Maysville boys basketball. Last year, reaching the state championship game for the first time in, 52, 53 years. Losing to Kettering Alter in the state final last year. That team led by Alex Bobb, a tremendous scorer, the all-time leading scorer in Maysville boys basketball history. And they get to back-to-back state Final Four, state championship games, and this year led by Gator Nichols. And we're going to throw it over to Aaron Sprague now to kick off tonight's festivities.
Check, 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 check. Hey, hey, it's not very loud. Check. Can you get more volume? No? Hey, hey, check, check. Check, check, check. Hello? Yeah. They're on it. Check, check. Hey, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds good, I think. Okay. Is everybody? Whoa. Check. Hey. Yep. Okay. All right. That's a little loud. Turn down a little bit more. I'm a little loud as it is. Turn down a little bit. Check. Check. All right. Yeah. Turn down a little bit more. I'm sorry. A little bit down a little bit. Check. Check. There we go. Yep. There we go. Okay. All right. That feels good. Feels good. Everybody here that wants to be here? We got everybody in here. Okay. A little rain can't rain on our parade, right? No rain can slow us down. This is the SouthTown celebration of the state champion Maysville Panthers. Pretty incredible. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and X. For anybody that's watching at home, hello. Well, sorry you can't be here. We're going to have some fun tonight. I got to think, about 2.5 weeks ago, I wouldn't say I manifested that, but I remember saying in a week, or actually in 2 days, or however many days, we would have that trophy sitting right here on this floor, and there it is. That's pretty crazy. That's real. It's really here. It's really here. But what an unbelievable day in history that was for everyone in SouthTown, for this unbelievable team, for the coaching staff, for Maysville alumni everywhere, for the MVL, for the East District. It truly was a championship for everyone to enjoy. It was an unbelievable moment. I think you'll all agree. It was just about as special as it gets. So let's get into it. Let's celebrate it a little bit. Thanks to the band and cheerleaders for always providing unbelievable entertainment. The one thing I can say, there's only 7 teams in Ohio that finish the season with a smile and can be celebrated, and you guys are one of them. Everyone else is sad and we can't do this, but we're one of 7 communities that can celebrate this, so it's pretty special. Let's get the mic over to our guy, Greg Gibson. Where'd Greg go? We're going to bring out the boys that got it done.
Both of them?
Yep.
All right, so I've always wanted to do this, so we're going to do it. How about them Panthers? Woo! First of all, I want to thank SouthTown. We had over 4,000 fans in Dayton celebrating this victory, watching our boys play. First of all, got some special people here I want to introduce. So, our mayor of South Zanesville, Miss Barb Lloyd. Got a city council member here, Mr. Mike Nunley. I'm also a city council member. Anybody else from the South Zanesville City Council here? Stand up. Bo Kokonis. Thanks for coming. We'll hear from the mayor shortly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be introducing the players, cheerleaders. So we are going to start with the cheerleaders, a big part of our basketball organization here. So first of all, we got freshman Madison Scott. Sophomore Chloe Irvin. Junior Kaylee Zen. Junior Brooklyn Wolf. Junior Riley Wilson. Junior Lila Lane. Junior Cabry Beach. Senior Destiny Warden. And Senior Alexa Snyder. Coaches Jenna Larmer. And head coach Miss Amanda Merlo. Let's do it one more time. How about them Panthers? Woo! All right, for the team now. The Ball Boys, Crew Carnes. Gabe Brown. Logan Larmer. And now for the team. The 5'11" sophomore, number 10, Ty Atkins. Sophomore, number 12, Cutler Carnes. Junior, number 33, Owen Larmer. Number 1, a junior, Cohen Llewellyn. Number 5, junior, Cade Pickrell. And a sophomore, number 3, Gavin Ferguson. Now, a lot of these fellows over here didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I watched some of these practices, and if it wasn't for these guys, the guys coming out next wouldn't be good as they are, because they work them hard. Let's give them a big round of applause. All right, next up's your 5 starters. First out, Let me see the gator chomp. I got to see that gator chomp. Chomp, 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 chomp. Number 0, junior, the Division IV State Player of the Year, Gator Nichols. Junior number 4, Cade Rock. Next up is a 5'11" junior, the Shark, number 11, Landon Iden. Next out, we got a 6'5". I got to nickname him now the Fly Swatter. This guy blocked so many shots in this state tournament event, it was unbelievable. Guy come to play. 6'5", junior number 23, Kane Rohrig. And last but not least, Mr. Fourth Quarter himself, 6'3", junior number 24, Jordan Watson. Next out, as Coach Brown would put it, the best trainer ever, Mr. Joe Johnson. Next up's our assistant coaches, Mr. Tom Magnus. Sam Magnus. Jim Magnus. Next out, as Mr. Brown would say, the best assistant coach in the state of Ohio, maybe the country. Now, Mayor, I'm sorry, but for 2 weeks, this guy was the mayor himself, Jared Cox. Next out, I don't really have no words for the guy. He's a hell of a coach. Head coach, Mr. Dave Brown.
Hey, we got Gage out in the hall, manager Gage Matheny.
Thank you. Listen, we saved the best for last here. Without this guy, these guys wouldn't be hydrated, wouldn't have towels on the sideline. He kept all the little fellas together, giving them water. Our team manager, Gage Matheny. So one more time, your 2025 State Division IV champions, your Maysville Panthers.
All right, it's never going to get old. Never going to get old, right, guys? All right, well, Gator Nichols isn't the mayor of SouthTown just yet, right? But we do have the lovely Barb Lloyd here tonight, the mayor of South Zanesville, here to give a couple words to our state champions. If you could hold both of those, please.
Wow. Thank you so much for inviting me, and look at this crowd. This is awesome. Last year, when they made it to the state finals, and they came back to the school, and we was having a little celebration, and I did a proclamation from the village and the council stating that March 24th would be, from now on, the Maysville Panther Pride Day. And I had a couple of different things printed up and framed for the coaches. So when they asked me to come this year, I thought, how am I going to top that? I didn't have to, they did. And also, every time I'd watch them play, and those announcers would say, SouthTown, I would just grin from ear to ear, because we love that nickname. So, on behalf of the council, all the village employees, our fire department, our police department, we want to congratulate you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lloyd. As you heard her say, you guys made SouthTown really proud, and I would say you definitely put this place on the map. They might need to add it next to the word South Zanesville on the map, you know, so people know exactly where this place is. Right now, it's like this mythical place. If someone looks it up, we got to let them know where it's at. All right, so next we have the leader of this school district, Mr. Brian Bloom, is here to give a few remarks. Come on up, Mr. Bloom. Don't be shy, let's come up here. We've all loved his recent promotional videos, right? He's really had fun with this and made it fun for all the kids.
Yep. Well, good evening, everybody. It's awesome to be here, and I've had to switch what I wanted to say because how can anyone follow the golden pipes of Greg Gibson, and then the state champions come out, then the mayor comes out, and then this poor sap, the superintendent, has to come out and try to come up with something cool to say. That's a tough act to follow. But when I came here 3 years ago, you mentioned it, mythical place is SouthTown. I acted like I knew what it was. I had no idea what SouthTown was. However, over the past 3 years, this is what SouthTown is to me. One, thank you for letting me become part of your SouthTown. I know I was an outsider. Some of you have accepted me. Some are still not sure. That maybe I'm too city or something. I'm not sure. But SouthTown is very simple. Everyone here has everyone's back. With that being said, everyone here can have a problem with everyone in here and argue with everybody, but when push comes to shove, like when these young men made it to the championship games the last 2 years, SouthTown shows up and it becomes this gigantic shield that no one can penetrate, and you show up and support, and you are like no other community I've ever seen. So give yourselves a round of applause because you're great. Now, with that being said, yes, they won a state title, these guys. Yes, I've been around them. Yes, they have, some of them have acting in their futures, I think. I really do. But one thing that I've always told Coach Brown, and this isn't probably going to be popular right now, but they did win the state. I'll preface it like that. The one thing, more than anything else, about these young men over here, all of you should be very proud of how you're raising them. Yeah, they can win a state title, but more importantly, they're good young people. They are fun to be around. They're goofy as all get out, but they're a lot of fun. So, guys, congratulations to you. Coach Brown, Coach Cox, fantastic. The Magnuses, I know you played some role in this. I'm not quite sure, but I know you did. They are fantastic. They're all coming back next year, and I'm super proud of what they've done. So thank you all for coming here tonight, and let's celebrate the team.
Thank you, Mr. Bloom. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for canceling school twice so everyone could go to those amazing historical games. If I could, my buddy Mr. Miller come up here for a moment. I told him at the last second I'd like to talk to him for a second. I like this guy. He's been around a while. I've known him a while. But I just love how much he supports these boys. It's a job, of course, it's his job, but you could tell how much he really enjoys watching these boys win. I just wanted to ask you, Mr. Miller, you were down there, you got to experience it. Just describe that experience for you, being a Maysville guy from the time you were a young guy. What was that like to just see that moment become a reality?
Awesome. That's it, awesome. I mean, it's something I think all us Maysville fans have waited for all of our lives, to finally win a state championship. And to watch these guys do it, I mean, just like Mr. Bloom said, these kids are awesome kids. And if you're around them, as much as I've been fortunate enough to be around them, you will see how awesome they are. They're goofy as all can get out, like he said. But man, I had a blast with them. I was, glad they took me on the ride with them.
You've been a coach for a long time. You've coached different teams. What is it about this team when you watch them play and interact together on the court that you think made them a championship team from your experience?
They care about each other. It's pretty simple. You can see that out on the court. No one cares who scores. Gator gets all the recognition, but even Gator finds the open player. A great player makes other players great, and that's what Gator Nichols does.
I think that's a fair assessment. Thanks so much, Coach. We appreciate you. I have another friend here that was a former coach, recently former coach, Mr. Craig Clark. Come join me up here for a second, Coach Clark. I was so sad to see him retire. He's such a fun guy, but I'm also excited for his next chapter. We really appreciate everything he's done for the school and as a football coach. But, Coach, you've won some games in your career. A couple games, and you like winning, right?
Oh, I love winning. It's absolutely the greatest thing.
And what happens when the Panthers win a game?
Well, sorry, Gibby. You got to do it like this.
Man, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Thanks, Coach Clark. Again, congratulations on retirement. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. That never gets old, guys. That's one thing Coach Brown and Coach Cox can't bring. They can't bring that. They can't bring that. Speaking of, let's bring up the man himself, Coach Dave Brown, the guy that's helped lead us to the title. Come on up here, Coach. I'll give you the mic.
Yeah, I know this makes everybody nervous. It should only take about 45 minutes, so hopefully. But first of all, there's so many people I want to thank that have allowed us to go on this journey of a lifetime. So first of all, the parents of our guys, thank you for allowing us to coach your kids, and we really appreciate. Yeah, give them a hand. Give them a hand. We got to go to the Soups. I call Mr. Bloom Soups. Those videos he's made over the past couple weeks. I think Hollywood might be calling after his retirement. But in all seriousness, thank you. Thank you for all your support and everything you've done for us. Our assistant superintendent, where's Joe Daniels at? Stand up a second here. He's been in our corner since day one. He created a schedule where we could get our guys down to lift every day, 9th period. We appreciate everything he's done. The big cat, you didn't leave, did you? Step out here, big cat. There's not many athletic directors that can come into your practices, come in at halftime and help you make adjustments like ours. You know, he's got like over 350 wins under his name, so, you know, it always helps, so give him a round of applause there. Doctor. Yeah, you know, he always gets our kids ready to play. He has to put up with me for 6 months a year. You know, before the state semifinal, I think he thought I was joking around. He had a conference in Chicago, and we had 3 practices to get through, and that really made me nervous. So, you know, we thank Doc for everything he does for us. Lex. Stand up, Lex. Thank you, Lex. She subs in my classroom whenever we have practice. You know, she puts up with me a lot, and she does our book. She always does a great job with that. So thank you, Lex. I want to thank Mr. Perkins for helping to schedule our gym time. He always makes it easy, has the place. I mean, how great is this place? Mr. Perkins, you know, is in charge of all that. Johnny boy, I think I saw him earlier. Johnny in here? Okay. No Johnny boy? Okay. You know, he always, he covers whenever we need a janitor. And whenever, we like to feed him, he likes to eat. So thank you, Johnny boy. Pastor Alice couldn't be here tonight, and Pastor McGuire for their prayers and support. They support us along this journey. The good doctor. Where's the good doc at? There he is. Okay. He's a great friend and supporter. Nobody is happier than the good doc after a big win. So we thank him for everything. And the legend himself. He has my favorite visor on tonight with the yellow. Coach Clark. He won the biggest battle of them all. A year ago today, he had colon cancer removed. So, seeing him tonight, get excited, is extremely special. I've known him since I was a young teenager. He's always been in our corner, and not only he's been a great mentor for me my entire life. So thank you, Coach Clark. We're just getting started, guys. Mrs. Farnsworth, thank you. She's always someone you can go and talk to about anything. She always gives great motherly advice. Mr. Fox, okay? Mr. Fox, he's walking away, but, he's one of the greatest leaders that I've been around, I think. He just gets it. He spoke to our team a couple times before the state tournament, and, he always knows the right words to say. Llewellyn, PG1. The admin center would absolutely not run with this guy. He's very understanding, too. Anytime I need to step out, he comes in the classroom. He works with our youth league kids. We thank Mr. Llewellyn. Gibby, okay? Not only is he a great announcer, okay, he's the best in the state of Ohio. Okay, let's give Gibby a big hand. He puts his job on the line every day that he allows Coach Cox to drive the school vans. Because, I'm sure we're not going the speed limit. Merlo and Jenna. Where are you guys? Thank you guys for everything. The cheerleaders. We want to tell Destiny and Alexa, great careers. We're so happy. Stand up. You guys can always say you guys won the last game of your careers. So congratulations and thank you guys. Brittany, Parker, and Haley, stand up. They're the GOATs. They help our kids in the classroom. They help them study in class. The work you guys put in, you ride the buses. Brittany, you were here at 3 o'clock today helping Katie get this set up, so thank you guys. Brittany, stand up there. Thank you. Haley, stand up. And, you know, everybody loves this guy. Where's Murph at? He yells at the officials more than I do. Thank you, Murph. My parents, you know, for always being there. You know, ever since I was young, they've always prayed with me before every game. You know, they've been there for me, whether we have, you know, they got to watch us win one game my junior year at Muskingum, or, you know, we had 27 wins this year. So thank you guys. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Lou and Terry, you know, they have a huge responsibility on Friday nights. They always take Gabe and Gracie to give us a little bit of break. So we thank Lou and Terry for that. You know, Lewis always takes Gabe to practice. We appreciate them. Auntie, okay, not only does she, you know, allow Uncle to be at practice all the time, okay, she helps out with the kids a lot, so thank you for all you do. You know, I don't think Corey's not here tonight. Hopefully you're watching, Corey. We appreciate you driving from Nashville to watch us play in the state Final Four game and state championship. Unc, can you come up here? You know, we've had a lot of tough times running this program together. It's been, you know, 10 years of hard work. You know, he yells at me a lot more than I yell at him. You know, but I love this guy, and we wouldn't have won this without him. So, you know, we've always lived by, you guys have heard it on our storied rivals. You know, the true soldier fights not because he hates what's in front of him, but because he loves what's behind him. You know, I'm happy to have gotten to win a state championship with this guy. So give him a huge round of applause. The twins. Okay. Thank you for putting your time into this program. You know, they've known me the longest around here. You know, I consider them to be like little brothers to me. And, you know, that hug we got to share at the end of the state championship, we have that picture. That'll hang on the mantle forever. So love you guys and appreciate everything you guys do. You know, Donna and Tom, you know, I wouldn't be a college graduate if it weren't for you guys. You know, they helped me a lot when I was a kid. You know, Dr. Magnus finished med school in 3 years. So, you know, he was able to help me with a lot of homework throughout my life. So when retirement does hit, we do expect you to be at some practices. Ryan Shepard, again, stand up, Shep. We appreciate you. You know, he comes in at halftime, gives us the stats, gives us his opinions. You know, so it was great having him again this year. I'm glad that you got to see, you know, us win a state championship. Gabe and Grace, can you guys come up here? Gabe, come here. You want to say anything? Hey, you know, they miss a lot of time with me. You know, I'm away a lot. You know, I'm not home very often during the season, honestly. But, you know, one of the hardest moments of my career was, you know, we lost in the state championship last year, having to console him because, you know, he lost 4 brothers. So having to console him after that was really hard. But seeing him after we won the state championship is something I'm always going to remember. So thank you guys. You guys can go sit down. Love you guys. You know, and I want to thank this lady, you know, for bringing me to this great town. If it weren't for her, I mean, I wouldn't be here. Is there a better sports town than South Zanesville, USA? And she does so much behind the scenes for the district and our basketball team. You know, I'm seriously away 90% of the time. Our dates during the winter consists of scouting another team in a gym. She has to deal with me after a loss, which is never good. She probably has the hardest job in all of SouthTown because I don't lose well. So again, Katie, thank you. I'm sure I've forgotten somebody. I apologize. You guys are all special and mean a lot. But to you, SouthTown, what a job you guys have done in giving us the best chance possible. You've given us the best crowd. You've lined the pike. You've given us anything we've ever asked for. Seeing you all after we won a state title is going to be a core memory for myself that I will never forget. And to you guys, I want to thank you guys. Without your hard work, none of this is possible. So to be able to share in 22 weeks together and 30 games, it was great. And the best thing is, we get to start this up again in a couple weeks. So I love you guys, proud of you guys. Give them a hand. Yeah, we told them 32 minutes would equal a lifetime of memories, and boy, did the last 32 minutes give us a lifetime of memories. So I've got one last thing to say. Okay, I went a little bit quicker there. Okay, I promise I'm almost finished. It's from Inky Johnson. It said that people who lack commitment are the ones who quit because it's all about them. They forget about the ones that came before them and sacrificed for them. So for me, when things get tough in life, I think about our past players. Okay, we've had a lot of really great past players that have helped dig the well. My parents, former coaches, Coach Ford, he did a lot for me as a player. My wife, my kids, Coach Cox, my brothers, Sam and Jim, our guys here. I think this is why we won a state title, because our kids had a purpose. Okay, to drink the water, but they did remember everyone before them that dug the well. So, in the words of Coach Adam Hall, we did not allow special to pass us by. Thank you guys for your time. I love you guys. Okay, this is the greatest joy of my life to see you guys. SouthTown forever.
Thanks, Coach Brown. He said a lot of things really well right there, guys. I mean, SouthTown forever. Can I get, let's get Gator and Jordan to come up here. I mean, we gotta talk to these guys. We'll come up here. I've been out. I need to probably get up here by the podium. Come on this side, Jordan. I'm not talking. All right, we'll make Jordan talk then. I just want to ask you, Jordan, and we know he's a man of a lot of words. Usually great, profound ones, but few. Jordan, just what was that like as that clock ticked down to win that championship? What did it feel like for you personally?
It was pretty special. I mean, all these guys are my best friends, so winning with them is unlike anything you can experience.
Gator, I'm going to ask you a question and see if you can talk anyway. You said you refused to talk, but we're going to get you to here. Just what was that game like for you? I think, Coach Miller said it best. Gator will score when he needs to score, but he'll find the guy when he needs to find the guy. Just talk about that performance from you in the state final and what was working and how you guys were able to get that done.
Yeah, it was all because of my teammates. They always gave me the opportunity, and when I needed to make a shot, I made a shot, but they always got me open and got me the ball.
I know it's only been a couple weeks, but has it sunk in yet that you're a state champion? It seemed like that moment was just so heart-stopping. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it hasn't really soaked in fully, but just everybody being here tonight it's really helping to soak in. It's an insane feeling.
Here's what's special, guys, too, about this team, and you already know this, but what's unique about it, they're all back next year. So we get to ride this wave of excitement all through the offseason and into next year. No, we get to watch these same dudes play again. Usually when a season ends, people aren't crying because they lost and it's over. They're crying because this is over. This isn't over yet. We got another year of these guys. Now, of course, there's no predicting what will happen. We think there'll be a pretty good chance to have something special again. But Jordan, I know Coach Miller told me right in the locker room, he's already saying, hey, one, not done. So how are you guys approaching this next offseason to make sure you're even bigger and better next year?
I think the biggest thing is just not being complacent. I mean, we already been at the biggest stage, but we need to do it again.
What do you think, Gator, as you guys go into the offseason? I heard you guys have already been back in the gym just working on shots and not going to sit on one trophy.
Yeah, exactly. We've been there before, so we're going to try our best to get back and put a lot of work in the summer, and hopefully we'll be back.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, guys.
I got 2 words.
We got final words from the man himself. Okay, here we go.
I have 2 words. Maysville Panthers, Division IV state basketball champs. Thank you.
That's right. All right, and now I do have a special presentation from our friends at Shriver's Pharmacy. So Denise Harmon works at Shriver's Pharmacy. She was a member of the 1985 Maysville softball state championship team, which I heard was pretty darn good. That was 30 years ago. But her and her friends at Shriver's Pharmacy have a special gift for our state championship players. Denise, if you'll come up. So a special gift from Shriver's Pharmacy. Their motto is always play with heart. And I gotta believe these guys play with more heart than anybody in the state of Ohio. So ladies, Denise, come on up here. Let's pull a ball out. We'll read the name. And guys, when she reads your name, if you could come up and grab your ball. So we're just gonna go whatever comes out of the bag first. And we got Coach Cox. Coach Cox, come on up. Pull one out here. Grab me another one. Coach Magnus, one of them. You're probably getting the same ball, guys. Come get this here. No, there's another coach. There's 3 Coach Magnuses. I mean, we're going to get them all here. Here's another one. Coach Magnus. These are nice balls, fully inflated. Here we go. Hey. What's this one? Coach Brown. We'll pass these out at the end. How about that? We'll go through and pass these out. What we got? Rock. Gator. Kane, I'll show you what it looks like. It's really a really nice hand-painted ball. So this will be a nice keepsake for these guys. The big man. Kate Pickrell. Shark. No, it should say Shark. Big O. Llewellyn. Dub. Oh. Atkins. Carnes. Berg. Oh, all right, we'll pass out those cards. Thanks, ladies. We appreciate you so much. Shriver's Pharmacy. Thank you so much. Denise Harmon, state champion. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, we'll get moving, guys. We really appreciate everything. Just a couple things for me personally. Again, I'm just a camera guy, but I'm also a pretty big fan of these guys. I appreciate you having me and letting us do what we do. I mean, I think I speak for all. It was a really unique opportunity, right? There's big moments in all of our lives, getting married, having a child, but there's something about it, and I think you guys will all agree, that you've never experienced, was the euphoria of that moment when it was about to happen, right? If you could bottle that up and just feel that again. I hate to tell you, even if these guys repeat, it'll never feel like it did on March 21st, okay? And you guys will all agree, just every emotion and the exhaustion of all of the stress of trying to win that game. It was special for me as well, and what we're able to document from that. But guys, you guys are special. One of our mottos at Storied Rallies, why we did this, is live forever. It's the only way to live forever. Do something so memorable you'll never be forgotten. And these guys, forever, man, they'll never be forgotten. They're really special. Really special. And I'm excited to see it one more time. I'm excited to see these guys on the court one more time. We're going to get to the video here in a second. I did want to shout out our guy, Sean Fisher. So Sean has been with us since we began. Without him, we wouldn't be here. So Sean edited what I call a masterpiece. It could be the best one we've ever done to date. I mean, we've filmed over 700 games a year. Of course, these guys made the story happen. We just hit record, but my guy Sean spent a lot of time to put this together. And I promise you, I watched it for the first time today. Of course, I filmed some, but Sean edited it. And I watched it for the first time today. There are a couple parts where I was shaking, a couple parts where I cried. It is a roller coaster of everything you could ever dream of, okay? So, the lights will go out. You will ugly cry, I promise. You will. It's going to happen. You guys, too. You guys are going to cry. You guys are going to cry. But just to relive that moment, so grab a tissue. I'm just forewarning you. Then we'll wrap this up and we'll get to some autographs and stuff. But appreciate all you guys. Everyone here has done a great job. So whenever you guys want to kill the lights, I guess we'll try to do this thing.
We've got to do this 30 times together this year. One more net left to get. This bond is unbreakable, and that's why we've been able to do amazing things. That's why we've been able to have miracles happen. You've answered every single challenge that has been thrown your way. 32 more minutes of challenges for a lifetime of memories. You know, we have what it takes to do this thing. We do. It's all in this locker room. We have what it takes to win a state championship. The true soldier fights, not because you hate what's in front of you, but because you love what's behind you, beside you right now.
This morning, I went to get the vans. This little guy right here went with me, and he says, Uncle Jerry, you know, we've never won a state championship until today. You've inspired an entire generation to dream and believe whatever they want. You've done that. You've inspired an entire generation of kids that we can win a state championship. Well, here we are. We find ourselves back at UD Arena for the final game of the season. We get a second chance. It feels a little bit different. I think this year, we expect to win this game. We expect to win this game. Finish the job. We've got one more net to cut down. And then, when you do, we're going to rewrite history forever.
the shadows melt away.
You know, they're shooting 60% from the field. They're not going to continue this, but we got to keep fighting.
So far from the spot.
Come on, we got to get a stop. Got to get a stop. Let's go.
That once burned so bright. Our time is coming. You better start running. We rise up. We rise up. Ooh. We rise up.
You know, here we are, 16 minutes left in our season, and our backs are against the wall. And we've said forever and ever and ever, the Maysville Panthers are always at their best when their back's against the wall. And, you know, we said down at OU, like, you know, adversity can break a man or it can cause a man to break records. For 16 minutes, which are you?
We're going to win this with one word, and that's love. Okay, we're made for this. It's advantage us right now.
It's all or nothing. Out of the shadows and into the light.
Hey, we're not in a bad spot. We got to keep fighting. There's a lot of time left. Okay? A lot of time left.
You are the reason I'm down for the fight. It's in my blood. I think I'm ready now to build this empire, take this city on the run. We can ignite the fire, the game of survival's won. I'll break it free. I'll break it free. I'll break it free. I'll
I love you, man. I love you.
I'm so stinking proud of you guys. You guys did everything the right way for 9 straight months to give yourself a chance to win a state championship. Okay, at times when it didn't look great for us, you guys just kept fighting every single day and got 1% better. And now we get the greatest feeling in the world. 32 minutes, we have a lifetime of memories, and we can be happy forever because your Maysville Panthers are the 2025 Division IV state champions. Can we get some music? Does anybody have any music?
Just so that we can make it official, okay? You have just submitted yourself into Maysville history as state champs.
Okay, anybody crying? No? No tears? Okay, cool. If you could, again, appreciate all the support. I think you'll share that one tonight. Yeah, share that, watch it. It's gonna be cool, you know. I was telling Coach Brown, when Coach Brown and I were kids, you know, we would watch ESPN and watch Jordan and Kobe highlights. These young guys today can watch YouTube and look up to these guys the same way. This just changed the culture forever. This changed it right here, so. I haven't talked to Coach Brown and Coach Koch yet, but I would love them to write a book or at least like a guide or something. It's going to be called Blueprint. Blue, meaning the Panthers, Blueprint. This is the blueprint on how it's done in SouthTown. This right here. Everything you've done, this is the formula to win a state championship and take down the big boys. This is it. All right, we appreciate you all coming. Definitely want to support. Remember, we got food trucks outside, so please make it worth their time to come. Grab something before you go. May that be your dinner, a snack. We appreciate it. Of course, we appreciate all the support you've given us throughout the year. But we got Smoke Therapy, Craft Barbecue, Grayson Grounds, Crazy Colonel, and Mini D's, Mini Donut Bakery, all outside still for a little while longer. We have face painting with some student volunteers. We are raffling off some items. Remember, these guys played a lot of extra games. Winning a state championship is no inexpensive feat. So we're trying to replenish the funds. They have some great items out there for auction. So if you would buy a ticket for those. What else? Photo opportunities with the state championship trophies. Please come down and get your picture of the trophy. Please do not touch the trophy, but pose with it. Get your keepsake, and then we're doing autographs on the stage. If you would, the good news is these guys are all back for another year. So if you can, limit to just one item per kid. We don't want them here till 10 p.m. I'm sure they'll stay, but if you could, one item, and then hopefully they just sign the posters. When they sign t-shirts and stuff, it kills the markers. So we really want to just sign the posters if you could. But remember, they're around next year as well. So there's going to be plenty of time to see these guys again if for some reason it doesn't work out tonight.
Hey, can we give Aaron and his team at Story Rivals a huge round of applause and thank them for everything they've done for us? And don't leave yet. We have Pastor McGuire. Pastor, can you come forward and end with a prayer here? Thank you again, Storied Rivals.
Did we do something? Would you have the boys come on? Yeah. Have them come on. Come here. Before we're dismissed, the last 2 months, you have seen something take place that I've never seen take place at Maysville. And that is the power of prayer. I remember when West Holmes was here, the game was over, West Holmes lost, but their 6'7" center took their team out on this court with the Maysville Panther team, and they prayed together. Now this team has gone to Athens and prayed in the center court. This team has gone to Athens and Wittenberg and at the Dayton University and has taken time to give praise and honor to their Father in heaven. So I've asked them to come out and let's do what you always do. Win or lose, Jesus always wins. Amen? Will you pray with us before you're dismissed? If we could bow our heads in prayer. Can I come in? Thank you, Coach Brown. Our Father, first of all, we come to you. Win or lose, we thank you for the hearts of these coaches, these ball players, the cheerleaders, the team. I thank you for the leadership here at Maysville to allow a faith-based movement to take place. I ask you to be with us, Lord, and I pray, oh God, that this continues in the next season, that we can bow our hearts and our knees even with the teams that we're playing against, to gather into center, to pray together, to love on one another. And thank you for the gifts and talents that you have given these boys and these cheerleaders and the coaches. And Father, tonight I thank you for the sixth man. I thank you for the fans. In Jesus' name, amen. You got to touch it first and just pass it.
Hey, thank you.
You want to just stay alive and wrap it up right here in front of this camera, me and you talk for a second? That's fine. Okay.
Can I tell something?
I can hold that. You can hold that. I can turn mine on.
Can I say something?
Just make sure. I'm going to stand out here. Tell me where to stand. And then you come out and join me. No. All right, come on out here, Will. Hold on. Well, that was a heck of a show, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, they've celebrated a lot in SouthTown. Of course, Will here has been behind the camera and helping us run the live stream tonight.
Yep.
I probably should have looked at the camera more for the live stream, but was talking to the crowd.
Hey, that's okay. We're interacting with the crowd here tonight.
Right.
That video that everybody got to see at home and that we put on the big screen here, it was I was close to crying. I was trying to hold it together because it was definitely an incredible moment.
You can rewatch it at home in the quiet of your own house. With
That's
no one
right.
Watching. And, our guy Sean absolutely crushed that.
Crushed it. Really
you know,
good.
In order to make something like that, man, like it just takes a lot. It takes a lot of variables to just pull it off, and he definitely tied it all together. Of course, these guys made the shots, but you got to capture those reactions. Of course, the music is perfect, and it was just special. I mean, you can't say enough about this season, this team, what they've done. I mean, it really was a storybook season. But the crazy thing is, Will, the story's not over.
They're all back.
They're all
like
back.
when you're writing this book, it's what, halfway done? I mean, another season of this guys.
We're in the final chapter here a little bit. Because if you think about it, it really started 3 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, next year will be the fourth year, what I call the run. You know, the 4 district champions. You know, they lost in the regional, and then they made back-to-back state finals, and then next year we'll see what happens. But it's like a 4-year run with these guys in this class, and they just do things the right way, man.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you had Alex Bob last year leading the way, an incredible player, all-time leading scorer, and then Gator, Division IV Player of the Year, and 36 in a state championship game, and you're down 7 with 5 minutes to go, and you somehow pull it out, man. I mean, you can't end the story better than that.
No, it
to
was
a
fun.
season. Yeah,
it was fun. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, it was magical. It was, and it's different too. Like when you're the underdog or when you've never won it before.
Right.
And I can see why teams that have been there a million times don't get as amped as these guys have. I get it.
Right.
You know, you kind of expect it. It's not as special.
But to do it 2 years in a row, especially a team around here, it's rare. It doesn't happen every day. And you heard the coaches say at pregame of that game, like, we expect to win this time, but nobody expected us to win last time. It was kind of a storybook season last year. Not that this year wasn't, but they acted like they had been there before this time around.
No, they weren't rattled. I mean, I had people ask me the week of the championship game, they said, did Maysville have a chance? And I'd say, Maysville's going to win a state championship.
Yeah.
Not only that, I said Gator Nichols will be a household name after this weekend.
Yes.
And sure enough, he drops 36 points in a championship game as a junior. Of course, we left after the game, but the boys stayed and watched the rest of the weekend. And as legend has it, Gator signed autographs and took photo ops all across Dayton with people from all over the state.
Yeah.
So I think the name Gator is going to be remembered for a long time.
And it's easy to remember because it's Gator. You don't
His
hear the
birth
name
is
Gator.
Gator.
Yeah, the Gator
Absolutely,
chomp
man.
will live on.
Well, I talked to his dad afterward. I said, you know, you had something right when you named him something like Gator. He's like, I told his mom, this kid's going to be special when he was born.
Well, isn't he ever? I mean, yeah.
He defies logic when you look at him.
And he's coming back for another year. This whole team's coming back for another year,
Yeah.
which is, that's also where you win a championship. Usually a couple of guys are out the door and heading off to college, and they're all back.
We talked about how special that was. That's what makes it unique. So many teams, this is like, especially small town teams with no transfers.
Yeah.
Small town teams, they grew up here in SouthTown. They win a state title. And like I told the fans, it's so unique. You get to enjoy this again.
Yeah.
And think about it again. And who knows what will happen. You
Right.
know, if they can repeat, that's difficult.
Oh, yeah.
But you at least get to enjoy more time with these kids who everyone knows is very special.
Can you imagine if SouthTown gets to 3 state championships in a row?
They're going to be a tough out.
They're going to be a very tough out, and I think the rest of the MVL better step up their game here and try to compete with these Panthers, man.
What's cool too is that, you know, when Coach Woodard at John Glenn won it in 2016, that was the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
You know, he had 1 or 2 years after that, and you knew he was about ready to be done. Coach Brown's just getting started.
Right.
Him and Coach Cox are just getting started, and the culture has shifted so strongly here. They're going to be an East District power for a long time.
Lasting impact. I mean, forever impact that this team has left on the school, the community, everybody.
My daughter was just here a minute ago. She's out running around.
Yeah.
But we live in the Tri-Valley district. She wanted to wear her Maysville State champ shirt to school today. We said, we probably should,
Yeah,
we
you know,
still love the Scotties.
be a little salty.
We still
probably.
love the Scotties, but it's funny though. We were riding the other day, and one, she wants to listen to all the songs from the highlight video. She's fully invested.
Yeah.
She's quoting Coach Brown. I mean, she's rattling off Coach Brown quotes as a 6-year-old little girl. So, if she's doing it, the culture in this community,
right?
I mean, Coach Brown is going to have to cut off his kids' camp because there's going to be a line out the door of kids wanting to be in the camp.
Yeah, to be the next Gator Nichols.
Oh, gosh, man. So special. If you would, guys, please, the state championship video will drop at 9 o'clock. Enjoy it, share it, watch it, cry. It really was a special piece of work by our guy, Sean, and of course, the Maysville Panthers.
And you got to shout out the guys that filmed it, too. You were one of them.
Yeah,
we had a couple guys up there.
Sean, Josh. I mean, it was a full team effort this whole season to capture everything we did. So it was a fun run. Thanks for watching. Thanks for buying merch. We appreciate all that.
Now we gear up for the spring season. I guess we've already started, but
spring is underway. I tell you what, man, I'll be honest. It was really hard going from what we just watched. And no offense, Ridgewood softball, I love you, but standing out there Monday in about 30 degrees, in rain, cold and rain, and clouds,
it's raining today.
A regular season softball game.
No, yeah, I think they understand.
That was a very tough adjustment mentally.
Well, just think if we've had a champion in soccer, Riverview.
Yeah.
Then Olentangy Liberty won Division I state championship. Now Maysville boys basketball. Now we need a baseball or softball team to complete the cycle for us.
We got a couple with a shot to make a run. I mean, it's definitely been a great school year.
Yeah,
but for someone like me who's been in media for 20+ years, this ranks up there as a 1 or 2 moment, man.
Oh,
it's just to be our office is in South Zanesville.
Right.
You know, we were here a lot. We know everyone here. My wife's from here. It was just cool the way they did it, the way they played. The underdog mentality, everything about it, man. I mean, just go back. If you want to know what we're talking about for some reason you don't know, go back to our YouTube page and watch all the Maysville videos from this year. It's just, it was one of a kind, man. One of a kind. Thanks for coming on the ride.
Yeah, it's been awesome, and now we gear up for the spring, and hopefully these Maysville Panthers will come back and do it again next year. Like you said, they're going to be a tough out. So
one not done.
One not done.
Let's run it back. We'll see what happens. Again, thanks for watching us live. We'll see you out here somewhere. See you at a game.
The video that you guys watched live tonight, that the fans watched here at the Panther Pound, that'll be live at 9 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. I did want to give a shout out too. When you watch the video, Williamson Insurance is our staple sponsor since day one. When we didn't even have anything, they believed in us, and we're so thankful to have them as support. With that being said, if you want to get involved with what we're doing, we would love to talk to you for next school year. We're going to really ramp it up, just dial up what we're doing, and we'd love to talk to you. I think we could do a lot for your brand, attaching your brand to something like this.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the players are off signing autographs, and I guess we should sign off too, right?
Hold on, Sadie wants. Oh, Sideline Sadie. If you've seen her around, she's Sideline Sadie on Instagram. She wants to say something.
Hello.
Hello. That's it?
No. Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
her first live experience is.
You say congrats to Maysville.
Congrats to Maysville.
All right. All right. Give it back.
Bye-bye, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Awesome.
All right.
We'll wrap it up. We'll see you guys later.